Hi, Eric Bakker, naturopath from New Zealand. Thanks for coming back. Every now and then I get a great question from someone, and then I wonder whether the person is 9 years old, or 90 years old, or 19 years old. Who knows? Eric, why doesn't my poo float? Isn't that a good one? You'd expect a 3-year-old to say that. There are many reasons why a stool won't float, but a healthy stool is like an iceberg. All right. And if we look at an iceberg, it's going to partially float, but most of it will be underwater. So if we get a piece of paper and we draw an iceberg, I'm sure have you all thrown a piece of ice in a cup of water and seen what happens? I'm sure you all have. So if we look at an iceberg, we will see, oh, there we are, we'll see that the iceberg predominantly sinks, but a little bit floats above the water. Now that's what a healthy stool looks like too. It should look like that. That means that the stool has got the right amount of fibre in it and the correct amount of water in it for it to form a healthy stool to just bob in the water like that. It can float a tiny bit higher, like 50% above water, 50% under, but it shouldn't float on top of the water and have nothing under it. Okay, that's not really good. That's often a sign of poor fat, absorption. Gallbladder problems can have that sometimes, or liver diseases, especially if it's a light coloured stool. And if it sinks to the bottom of the pan, it usually means that it's either very compressed or it lacks sufficient water. It's all hard and compacted, not enough fibre, and it will sink. So sinking stools tend to mean you've got something wrong with the colon generally, but also the small bowel potentially. So make sure that you chew food properly and that you relax when you eat your food. You could be eating under stress or watching, a screen of some sort, which is not a good idea. Sinking stools, my first question is how much fibre are you eating? Are you eating sufficient fruit and vegetables? Are you chewing properly? Are you drinking enough water? Now look at the shape of the stools. Are the stools skinny or are they fat? Do they come in long pieces? Do you have to do multiple trips to the bathroom to fully empty out? So all these things, I ask patients these questions and then dissect these questions and try and work out why the stool is the way it is. Now here's an interesting one you may not be aware of, but the digestive system is superbly affected by stress. Every tiny little thing that goes through your mind will affect your autonomic nervous system. The sympathetic or the gas pedal, the parasympathetic or the brake. So everything that you're thinking about will have some effect on accelerating or braking stress responses in the body, which have a direct impact on the bowel. Right? The biggest nerve that relaxes our body is called the vagus nerve. Now that connects parts of our brain up with our digestive system, our heart and our breathing in particular. So the relaxation response is very, very important for your digestive system to work effectively. Very important. And many people with skinny stools that sink, for example, could suffer more from anxiety or stress or tension. These can be people that are wound up like a top. They can't relax. Relaxed people, in my opinion, have got bigger poos. Uptight people have got skinnier poos. This is just from personal experience. So look at the type of personality you are. Look how relaxed you are. Look how stressed you are. Look how quick you eat. Look at the types of foods that you eat. Look at other symptoms that may be produced like bloating, burping, constipation, diarrhea, gas, nausea, heartburn. All of these things could be telltale signs that something's not right internally that needs investigated. Often a stool test will show these sort of things. But an inquiring physician who works with someone like you, who asks all the right questions, will often get to the bottom of the problem. And in many cases, it's a simple change of lifestyle or attitude or diet that can correct things like this, right? In many, many cases. But then again, we also don't know your name or your age or anything, okay? All I've got is, why doesn't my poo float? So I need to know your age, what type of work you do. Are you a student? Do you go on Xbox? Are you a PlayStation person? Do you gamble? I mean, what kind of job have you got? You know what I mean? All these questions. So they will come into it. So the poo shouldn't float, remember? But it shouldn't sink. It should sort of be halfway. One good bowel motion per day is the norm for most people. When you've got multiple motions, we need to understand why this is occurring too. There could be many reasons why. And for many people, it's either not eating properly or eating too much food or eating at weird times. Again, this comes into habits. So I hope that gives you a little bit of insight into the poo floating saga. And if you want to know I've got any more questions regarding this, feel free to ask. So I hope that answers that question. Thank you very much.